Okay, it's rap pack to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling.
What's up, Internet, and welcome back to Nth-Level Entertainment, the most awesome series, comic book, and movies related YouTube channel in South Africa. Today, I'm finally getting back to our 50 greatest movies of all time review series. And today I'll be reviewing The Godfather Part 1. So, this, I've just got done watching it. It was not an easy movie to get through. Great movie, but it was like 3 hours long. And being the geek that I am, I'm used to high visual spectacle and special effects and stuff to keep me engaged in the movie that I'm watching. But nonetheless, it was a great film. It was written by Mario Puzo, the same person who wrote the screenplay for the first Superman movie, and incidentally also starring Marlon Brando, who played Jor-El in the original Superman movie. So yeah, this was a great movie. I see why it's such a cult classic. I finally learned what it means to kiss the ring. You know, when someone shows like undying devotion and respect to someone that they consider a superior. Great film, great film. From the very beginning, we see how the Godfather is so revered and respected in the opening scene when we see him speak to someone who needed him to do a favor for him. And he actually approaches him with such respect and reverence that he's literally got his head in his hand, and it has a very submissive posture when actually speaking to the Godfather, played by Marlon Brando. I see why it's such a classic. I see why so many quotes like "an offer you can't refuse" have come from that movie. We also see Al Pacino in one of his very earliest acting roles, playing the role of Michael Corleone, the father of the the son of the Godfather. You know, I almost quoted Superman there. The father becomes the son becomes the father. Anyway, too many similarities. I wouldn't be surprised if it was scored by John Williams as well. Probably was. I should probably check that out. But it was a great film. I think at its core, it explores human relationships because a lot of the scenes were charged by the relationships that each character had with each other. And obviously, it wasn't just 2 people; it was blown up to so many. And it also gave an interesting perspective into the inner workings of, like, you know, crime organizations like the mafia, and the family aspect and respect and even fairness, oddly enough, things that actually play a part in those circumstances, in terms of how they conduct their business amongst each other. Never mind, you know, the public who experiences the crime side of things. But really, they were sort of kind of like the heroes of the community because, as much as they were into crime, they played a almost like a public service. You know, they were people you could go to if someone was giving you a problem or if someone was unfairly keeping you away from an opportunity that you actually deserved for whatever reason. I mean, a good example was the actor who was trying to get a role in some sort of a movie, and he kept on being blocked by this high-ranking producer or studio executive or whatever it was when they literally decapitated a horse and put it in his bed. It was crazy, but it was a great film. I'm not even sure what kind of comments to make on the cinematography and things like that. All I know is that the story itself came through beautifully. It was very well written. All the characters were developed very well throughout the movie, especially Michael Corleone himself, who actually wanted to live a straight life, and he went through his own hero's journey and tragic origin story, where they tried to sort of, like, you know, fake his death and put him in some sort of witness protection far away from the city. And the wife that he finds in that place eventually gets killed by his father's enemies, forcing him to come back into that life of crime and upholding the family name, and eventually succeeding Don Corleone after he passed. Marlon Brando's performance in this movie was absolutely fantastic. He actually dominated the film from start to finish, even in the lengthy time during scenes where he wasn't actually featured, where we focused more on Michael. His name is still mentioned, you know, his presence still echoed throughout the movie. It And Al Pacino's performance as well was great. I mean, you saw his slow transformation, his slow descent into darkness, and him finally accepting his role as a Corleone legacy, if you will. But yeah, it was a great film. It was a great film. I see why it's one of the 50 greatest films of all time. It is a classic. I see that a lot of people's ideals, values, and beliefs were shaped from this movie in terms of how they actually conduct themselves. It was actually quite educational as far as how to stand up for yourself as a man and how to actually play fair and live up to your values and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's about all I can say about this movie. It was a great watch. If you haven't seen it yet, please go and watch it. It is one of the 50 greatest movies of all time, according to the list that I'm going from, which is the list from IMDb. So to sum this up, I give The Godfather a rating of, I would say, 4 decapitated horses out of 5. It's not my usual cup of tea, but I am able to actually see the quality of the film after having watched it, and its importance and why it actually ranks where it does in the world cinema industry. So that's it for me, guys, and please check out the other movies that I've already reviewed. They should be appearing now on your screen. That will be 12 Angry Men, as well as Schindler's List, which is also part of my 50 greatest movies of all time review series. So anyway, that's all from me. I have been Z the Entertainer. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this movie. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of The Godfather and where you rank it in your own personal list if you have one. Let us know what you think of the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like icon. And if you'd like to see more from us, please click on the subscribe button and make sure to click on the bell icon so you always receive notifications every time there's new content on my channel. Until then, people, stay awesome, take care of each other, to infinity and beyond.
Turn these zeros into tens and commas. Bitch, I'm ballin', closing $1 million deals. Catch me swerving, burning $100 bills. How I feel when you ballin', going places they never go. It ain't all about the money, but I stack it 'cause you never know. I'ma live life till I overdose. While they sleeping on me, that's comatose. I went mainstream with my main